Welcome to the Bean Patch.
Hey, and welcome back to the Bean Patch. We are still trying to get over the bronchitis here, and so apologize for that. I've had some requests and questions about, obviously, because the Bean Patch is not just about farming and homesteading and the chickens and the cows and the goats and the wild turkey and deer, but it's also about aviation and our love for aviation here on the farm. And what we do down in that bean patch, which is use it as our international airport. And so I have put together this video, and I just thought I'd share with you. We will talk about the quadcopter a little bit in another video. I've had questions about it too. I traditionally try not to call it a drone because a drone is a military term, but it is a Phantom 4 quadcopter. And so what you see here is the hangar, and the hangar is 40 feet by 32 feet, I believe, and 13-foot walls. I had it built by a local company, and we're going to be putting concrete in the floor and pouring in concrete, and we're going to have insulation put in and a ceiling and wiring and all that to come. But the hangar was just finished a few months ago. So what you're looking at here is a 1997 Quad City Challenger, for which I'm a dealer for, and I became a dealer not too long ago, and I went up to Moline, Illinois, and spoke to the factory, and they said, yeah, you're a dealer, here's all the paperwork. And so this Challenger, I think I'm the 5th owner, and they have almost all been students, if I remember right. And I picked her up in Moline, or actually I picked her up in Erie, Illinois from Jim Robinson at the Erie Air Park. And she was owned by a little lady there that was, I don't know, 5'2" and like 100 pounds soaking wet. She had to fly with about 40 pounds of lead in the front and the nose of it. And she had to wear dive belts, and then she wore weights around her ankles so that she could fly from the front seat. The plane is two-place. It runs on a 503. It's as you notice here, the wing, I guess they call that the Hershey bar wing. I don't know. But it does have the dropped tips, and it is the original, if I remember right, the original paint, and she's been hangared her whole life. The fella that owned it before me, that's his initials, TWA, so it's not the airline, although I kind of leave it on there because I like it. It's a 503 dual carb. It runs the warp drive propeller, and let's see, it's just a real good flying plane. It'd fly hands off with just the slightest of right rudder. It is not a rudder plane like a lot of Challengers are, where you got to lead all the time with rudder and you got to do everything with the rudder. This plane flies beautifully, just like a standard traditional Cessna or any other plane would. It's a little bit sluggish compared to a Pitts, obviously, but for what it is, it does a great job. It'll carry me, and I'm currently about 250 pounds. I've had another 250-pound person in there. We need about 600 feet to take off. It does have the winglets on the back of the tail feathers, as many people call training wheels, but you know, they were on there when I bought it, so I leave them on there. They do a good job. And the plane flies very stable. Excuse me. The wintertime, we have the heater there just below the engine, and you can see that. We use the heater occasionally on the inside. The doors are obviously removable. It's a tandem two-place, and I use an Icon radio. I use dual headsets, and those headsets are Lightspeed Tango wireless. It does have a Stratus 2S weather radar NextRad box inside of it, so I can get almost real-time weather and traffic ADSB in. I don't have ADSB out at this time. The gauges are all steam gauges, and I have those photos here. I'll show you. The interior was finished off in kind of a teal like the outside of the plane, and I've done most of the maintenance for this year. There's really nothing left to do. I did just finish up an annual in September, and it did just fine in its annual condition report. I'm going to replace all of my Roni brackets, for those of you that know what Roni brackets are. We're on our second set of landing gear tires because I was flying for pavement for quite a while, and I wore out a set of tires on it. So that's the Quad City Challenger. It's, again, a great flying plane, and we really enjoy it. I'm teaching Baby Bean to fly it, and Mrs. Bean has been in it quite a bit. Several people have gone up and have got to enjoy their first taste of aviation. So that's what it's all about for us. The next plane that we're going to talk about is the Fresh Breeze powered Paraglider, and I've had it since '07. It is basically a Fresh Breeze Monster powered Paraglider motor, which is a Hearth mounted to a Trike Buggy Deluxe, and I run 3 wings, 2 larges and an extra large, and currently and always have I flown with the brand Power Atlas, Dell Power Atlas wings. They're a good, safe, slow wing. They're not fast. They're not great at anything except they're really, really stable, and that's what I've always flown. And I'm happy to be there, to be honest with you. I've got enough expenditures in aviation. I don't need to go out and spend $4,000 on a hot rod wing. So you put the red part on your back and you fly around. It's a powered paraglider. After a back injury, I bought the buggy and mounted the buggy to the red part, and it became basically a powered parachute at that point. Many people still call them powered paragliders on wheels, but the technical term, the FAA would look at that and say it's a powered parachute. It does have a small cockpit in it where I've got a few instruments: cylinder head temp, exhaust gas temp, RPM, radio, and I think I had a GPS in there at one time. It's a 2.5 gallon tank and running dual props. Those are Scimitar style props, and they put out really good thrust for a big guy like me. I have flown this paraglider from 2 feet off of the sea level all the way up to 10,000 feet above sea level when I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and flew with my old friend Paul, and we went up on some mountains, and it has about 140 hours on it. I put almost all those hours on it the first few years, and then each year after that I just flew a little less and a little less and a little less. And I think the reason is because I just got busy and was living that dream of you got to work 7 days so you can enjoy the 8th day off, and of course the 8th day never gets here. So finally, when we decided to move to the homestead here, I can fly 5 days a week, and I get to work 2 days, and that is a blessing for us. And the Most High is looking out for us and giving us the ability to spend a lot more time from what we used to would consider. Many would call us rich. Now I just call us wealthy, because to be rich is a financial state of mind, and I think to be wealthy is an emotional state of mind, where you just know that the time that you have is more important than the dollars in the bank. And so that's it. That is the Hangar as we zoom away, and I think I've got the quadcopter set to 120 meters, and she's climbing out there. I'm going to give you just a quick little overview. There's cattle there just west of the airport, above it, or the Hangar, and those are Angus. Our pond there is 26 feet deep as we kind of overlook some of the old homestead. We pan back over, and there's the river. And if you go across the river straight ahead there, 18 miles, 20 miles, there's a nice, good size town that we can do all of our shopping. By road, it's about half hour, I guess. And by air, it is like 15 minutes. So Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming by the Bean Patch, and we've enjoyed having you. Hope that you'll come back. If you like the video, subscribe and leave a comment. You have a question. If there's something you want to see or you want me to re-explain, please leave that in the comments. As always, you live life for today and look for tomorrow, and don't forget to dream a little. And, you know, work is great, but you got to enjoy your time. All right, guys, take care. See you next time. Three, two, one. Hey, welcome back to the Bean Patch. We are still trying to get over this bronchitis, and it has been a journey and a struggle, but hopefully we'll start getting better soon. I've been getting some requests to go over the got somebody walking up here, so